Episode of the Everblack Podcast is brought to you by Deathwish, Hotrods and Kustoms. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup.
Hey, this is Trevor Sternad from the Black Dahlia Murder here, and you're listening to the Everblack Podcast.
Hey, human skull, this is Odorous from Guam.
Going to the Fear Factory.
This is George Corpsegrinder Fisher.
This is Gas from Devil Drop.
This is Wade from Our Last Enemy.
The Magnificent Suicidal Tendencies.
Hey, this is Wednesday 13.
This is Rex from Kill Devil Hill.
This is Gary Lee from Sepultura. You're listening to Everblack Podcast.
Hey, we're back.
So
That's
hopefully, hopefully this is smoother. Any better?
Not really, but that's okay.
Oh.
We can just roll with it, man.
All right.
That's what happens. I mean, you're over there, you're up there, and down here in the arse end of the world. So it doesn't.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. There's a little bit of distance between us. Yeah.
A little bit, bit of a rowboat.
I love your fucking country. I just hate the fucking flight. That's it, man. That's it.
You and everybody else.
Everybody in the entire world. Yes. Yeah.
Mate. They need to do that thing, like, you know, that shitty Total Recall remake where they drilled all the way down to Australia and they just like the drop. They just need to.
Oh, yeah.
Then we get more tours.
Yeah. It would be great. All right, I'll see you guys later and just fall down a really long hole.
Tell my wife I love her. Well, man, Adam, it's awesome to talk to you, bro. I appreciate you hanging on the show with us. The new long-awaited Times of Grace album, Songs of Loss and Separation, is out on July 16, and it's been 10 years since the Hymn of a Broken Man came out. And usually, you know, that's a long time between albums. But you've been a little busy with other things. A little band called Killswitch
something or other. Yeah.
Killswitch. You know that one. Killswitch Engage. Of course. But man, how far back did these songs go?
Quite a bit back. I want to say almost 10 years or so.
Wow.
Yeah. The whole problem with this, it has to be our side project, obviously, just because how crazy things get with our main gig. So we can only work on it when we have the time, and normally Jesse's just tired as hell from tour and spent, and same here. We're both getting older and just more tired and grumpier, and so you know, downtime usually sparks creativity, and we had a fuck ton of downtime with this whole pandemic thing. So
yeah, man.
Finally just buttoned up the thing, and then it's now it's finally out of our lives, and here it is,
mate, back at it. And of course, I mean, the album is a bit of a different musical direction from the first one.
It is.
You know, it's a bit
much different.
Yeah, and you know, in some parts, you know, it's a little bit mellow, but then you've got other bits that are like really, I'd say, emotionally heavy, backed by your guitar tone, and it just gives it so much weight. You know, it's what drove that, you know, direction this time?
Well, obviously this time our singer is in the other gig as well, so I felt like now was the time to really kind of, you know, I don't listen to all metal all the time. Hate to tell you, metalheads. So I was like, this could be a good time to like branch out and get creative and try some different sounds and write some different music. And, you know, it just came naturally. And it actually was a lot of fun for me to step outside of my normal wheelhouse and do something different, you know? And I know Jesse thinks the same, you know, just to, you know, get out of the world of thrashy double bass and blast beats and stuff, and just, you know, dabble in some other stuff. And it was a lot of fun to experiment with those sounds. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. It's a great album. It's a great album. Been driving to it over the last week or so. It's really, really good. And, you know, lyrically, the album seems like it was a very personal one for you guys. You know, you've been to hell and back over the last couple of years, that's for sure. But
it's it's the old human story, man. You know, you learn through your pain and your suffering, right? So it's just, I guess it's us sharing, you know, things we've been through, and it's kind of a way for people to be like, oh, I've been through that shit too, and it sucks. Okay, yeah, you know.
Right. It's it definitely is a lot of stuff that I think it's going to help a lot of people on this album. I mean, you probably hear it with fans of Killswitch, where people come up to you and say, you know, this song helped me through a difficult time and things like that, you know. But what do you hope that fans take away from this album, and maybe even people that aren't really familiar with, you know, your work with either bands?
Oh, just some kind of connection or enjoyment, you know. I think it's a musician's job to just share something within them, and then hopefully the listener can gravitate to it and, you know, find something that they can either appreciate or even connect to, you know. And that's, if they can do that, that's all we're trying to do, man.
That's it.
Not trying to change. We're not trying to change the world or anything. We're just trying to, you know, make stuff that hopefully people can gravitate to and enjoy. Yeah.
But here's the thing: is if you can change one person and save one life, it's worth it, right?
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you just mentioned you don't listen to blast beats and brutal stuff all the time. But,
not all the time, but I love it. Yeah.
I'm the same. Exactly. But here's the thing. Last year you did a cover of Radiohead's "All I Need," which is like one of my absolute favorite songs from In Rainbows. Is flawless, dude. Like, I love that album so much. Have you got plans on re-recording that and releasing it properly?
Sorry, there was a helicopter going over. Yeah, actually, I did another version of it. Kind of like a heavier version, actually.
Wow.
So maybe down the road, it's already been recorded. So down the road, maybe I'm thinking about releasing and all the songs that didn't make this record. There is an actual full EP that can be released after this comes out. So timing on that, who knows? Maybe we'll like drop that right before we're thinking about doing a tour to kind of get people, you know, salivating again a little bit at the idea, maybe. So yeah, I guess timing is of the essence with that stuff, you know.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that could be the best Radiohead record, I think. I don't know. It's fantastic, man.
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's that band, you know, as huge as they are, they've got their moments like that. They're just, I mean, it's one of those albums where I've in a period of time of my life that just, it's like a timestamp. You know what I mean? Like, I remember
absolutely
exactly where
same. 100% agree with you. I couldn't agree more. Yeah,
man, incredible. As a producer, you've worked with some of my favorite bands, like He's Legend and our very own Parkway Drive, who seem to be doing all right for themselves.
Yeah, they're hanging in there. Yeah.
I mean, apart from the friendships, what else have you taken away from these projects, working with these guys, you know, and maybe helped you with your own direction, your own material?
Oh, you know, it's a fun thing for me to get the chance to be the sixth member or fifth member in a band, and you know, just help out and, you know, bring some thought or some outside direction that normally the band members wouldn't have been able to think about, because, well, it's weird when you're jamming in a practice space, you know, it's like you don't really listen to the whole picture. You're more concerned about what you bring to the table. Yeah. So to have somebody who's not even a part of the band and just sit outside and be like, well, if we maybe changed your part, it'll complement that part better, and then the whole picture gets better, you know. So it's always things like that, you know. I just love that challenge, and I love that connection with the dudes or chicks in the band. It's just like, yo, let's make something cool together, guys, you know.
That's it. How'd you end up hooking up with Parkway back in the day?
Oh, they just hit me up. Yeah, they were a small band from Byron Bay. We're just like, oi, we want to come over and record with you. I'm like, all right, yeah, you guys have pretty tough breakdowns. Let's do this.
My wife, I keep telling my wife was at their very first show.
No way.
A million years ago. Yeah. At like
wow.
I think it was like a community hall or a church or something, like little all ages band thing.
Wow.
And
wow.
Yeah. Look at it now.
I know that's not the case anymore, man.
It's nuts, eh? I saw him with a mate. Incredible. I mean, it's good to see, you know, Australia getting out there. I mean, you know,
yeah, right. Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And of course, I mean, a couple of years ago, you released the Serpentine Dominion album with Corpsegrinder. Man, brutal. I love it. What's going on with that? Like, is there more on the way, or is it done, or?
Not much. It didn't really seem like it was on a lot of people's radar after we released it. That was just a labor of love, man. That was oh my God, like he's one of my favorite, singers in all of death metal. So
Yeah.
After I met him, I was just like, God, this dude's voice, it's the greatest voice I've ever heard. I'm like, I just asked him, like, hey man, like, what would you think if I wrote you an EP to sing over? He's like, yeah, I'll do it, man, no problem. Like,
That's the
that's sick.
I've heard.
Yeah, I'm like, that's awesome. So yeah, he said yes, and I wrote him the songs, and then we just got it done. Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Because he's so intimidating, but
he is until you talk to him.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
This guy's a fucking teddy bear. Jesus. Like he's got kids and a wife that he loves, and he's just like a normal dude,
Mate, so good.
Yeah.
So good. I spoke to your mate Francesco from Light the Torch yesterday too, and he was saying that he was keen to hit the road with you guys. I know it's been postponed until
that's actually a big on the to-do list for us. I really, really, really want to honor those tickets that were sold for that tour, just because there was such strangeness with the whole the COVID thing. It's like a lot of the venues didn't want to give refunds; they just wanted to reschedule. So we were just waiting to see to find a time where it's safe for everybody to get back together, and then get the same 3 bands so the people can see what they paid for, and we just want to get out there and do that, man. Yeah,
and come back to Australia. I mean, you guys play with Maiden, dude.
Yeah, right. I know. My God, I'm dying to get back there, man. I miss it. Yeah,
just got to drill that hole.
Yep. I'll start digging on this end.
Or you just get on Bruce's plane.
Yep. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
But you played with them before, right?
We did a tour in Europe with them. Exactly.
How's that sort of fair to your own tours and stuff like that? Because
man,
I know there's a crossover there, but it's like a whole other world.
There's good and bad with that scenario. Obviously it's an honor to tour with them, and everyone in the camp is just like extraordinary human being. Everyone's wonderful and lovely. And some of the shows are good, but there are some shows, man, where you get out there and everyone's just in the front row, arms crossed with frowns, just like, would you hurry the fuck up? I'm here to see Maiden. You know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe. Like, come on, guys. We're here for like 30 minutes and then we'll get off the stage. Okay. I'm sorry. Obviously Maiden fans are there to see Maiden. So I get it, man.
But hopefully that'll happen again. Has it been?
Yes.
Has there been word about that? Maybe.
Nothing set in stone. No, sir. No.
Oh man, I got my fingers crossed. But I mean, Times Grace played Soundwave back in 2012, I think it was.
I know, forever ago, right?
Mate. So I mean, how was it coming back, and doing that then,
Oh, that first Times of Grace tour was like the funnest thing ever, man. It was so different to do those types of songs, that instead of doing like all the Killswitch material we've been for years. Obviously there's a lot of metalish songs on that record, but there's some super mellow moments where I was like, man, can we get away with doing those live? And like, is it gonna bore everybody? And like, after like a couple of weeks of touring with that project, I think that became like one of my favorite things about touring on it. It's just, wow, man, everything's so mellow. You can hear a pin drop in this venue, and like, it's just, this is a different vibe, man. It's a totally different animal. Maybe that influenced on us wanting to change the sound for the new record a little bit too. I don't know, but it's different. It's nice to just step away from like those songs that I've been playing for 20 years,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But we still love them.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope. Yeah.
So, what else you got coming up, dude? Like, what else you working on?
We're extremely excited to get back to life, man. It's things are really turning around in the US here. So like touring is starting to like happen again. And this small band from Iowa named Slipknot asked us to go out and tour with them.
I think
So,
I've heard.
yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
Yeah?
They do okay. They do okay for themselves. So we just said, yeah, why not? So we're gonna go out and tour them in
Okay.
September. We've got some festivals to play as well, and then after that, like I was saying earlier, I think we really are looking to try to reschedule that tour that was completely postponed by COVID. So those are the things right on the horizon right now. So, yeah.
Mate. Well, I'm glad that things are starting to head back to
Thank God. I was going crazy, man. I can't even tell you.
Mate, we got lockdowns happening on and off down here, and I mean,
Right.
we're really lucky up here.
From what I've heard, I heard you guys were like unscathed for quite some time because you were just shutting down, your territories and provinces and whatnot, and that was it. And then like you kept it on, everything was good, right?
Yep. And
But
then
now everything's turned to shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, but where I am, we're in this little pocket on the Gold Coast. I don't know if you've ever been to the Gold Coast before, but
It's lovely.
but yeah. Well, I'm in this little pocket, so we seem to be okay. Knock on wood. I got wood everywhere. There you go. You can hear my dog going off.
Yeah.
Dad.
Someone's at the door.
Dad. Yeah, that's it. But hey man, it's been awesome hanging with you. Yeah, raise my cup of Judas Priest to you. Of course, the new Times of Grace album, Songs of Loss and Separation, is out on July 16. We'll have all the links down here. Thank you, brother. Take care, and you enjoy your summery day, whatever you're doing out there. That looks amazing.
Yeah, it's really hot out today, but still is a nice breeze. So yeah, I like doing all my podcasts out here and interviews and whatnot. It's just like,
Oh man, I'm off to work. Oh,
yeah,
on a cold, brutal, wintry day. But
it's not cold. I'll bet it's not cold.
yeah, compared to